Hey, what's going on? If you clicked on this video and you're not me, you didn't read the title. Recently I had some problems with Windows and I had to reinstall Windows and I ended up losing all of my AutoHotkey scripts, so thousands and thousands of scripts gone down the drain. So to prevent that from happening again, I'm just creating this video so that way I can have access no matter what to a particular script, and that particular script in this case is my robot editor or robot tutorial tutor. So it's my script for creating robot voiced scripts. So let me go over how it works for me in the future. I've set this GUI. It's just basically right now it's just a prototype, so there's no real order to way everything is. I haven't been thoughtful about where I'm positioning everything or all the different controls that I would want to add to it. Right now this is a functional script. It works, does what I want it to do. I can create a tutorial using this and then I can run it. So the purpose of this is mainly to be used in conjunction with the my image sequence recorder. So if I don't remember in the future, this is it right here. Currently it's still an early prototype, version 0.0.3, and it is just a way for me to record myself doing things on the computer without for the most part it's time-lapse, so I can speed things up, and then I can put this into my video editor as an image sequence and play it back. So once I've recorded myself doing something, then I take my tutorial and I go to the editor, the video editor, I play through it, I can get the timing of everything, and I can play my robot tutorial recording the audio. So afterwards I'll take the audio that I record and then add that to the image sequence, and presto changeo, I have a tutorial done. So let's go through the process of creating a tutorial. Everything right now I'm using my P classes. So I have currently 4 different classes. I'm only using 3 of them in it in this GUI, but because I was using 3 of them, I included at the very bottom of the script the tabs class, even though it's not currently being used. So if in the future I want to remember how to use, or an example of using the P classes, the script, because obviously I'm using different controls and I'm using, here's checkboxes, here's some buttons examples, here's some radio button examples, right? I have that worked into the script so I can check it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a tutorial. So the first thing, the first time I run this, it's going to create 2 subfolders in whatever folder I put this in, or I run the script from. The first one has to do with the VB script from Bossman, has to do with that, and the second one is actually the text documents for the tutorials. So let me go ahead and open. I'm going to delete anything that I have. So I'm going to delete this Robo Tutorials. It's currently being used, so okay. So I'm going to rerun this, and now I have no list of text files. So the first thing I need to do is create a new tutorial. So like I said, this is an early prototype, and there was a few things that I probably could have added to it, but I'm not going to worry about it. When I hit new tutorial, it's going to, I need to unlock these buttons. Right now these buttons don't do anything until you unlock them. Hit new tutorial, get a prompt, give the tutorial a title, and now as soon as I've done that, it's created a text document with that name, so sometutorial.txt. Ideally, what I should have done is had it so that way when I hit new tutorial, it automatically loads that up, but I didn't bother to do that, so now I have to hit load tutorial. Important thing, I noticed this after I'd already loaded this up the paste bin, that is, right now it looks like I'm on that first item, so it looks like I can start typing in and then save it, and when I reload this script later on, I'll have it available. That's not the case. By default, because when I loaded that script, it didn't, when I loaded that tutorial, this text document, because it didn't have any items in it, it was gonna do a loop through the items in it. Because there is no items in that, it sets an index to 0. And I need what I actually need. My script is built using 1 as the first index. So because there is currently no items, that index is 0. So even though it looks like I'm adding things to item number 1, that item 1 doesn't actually exist yet. So the first thing I need to do when I create a brand new script is I need to hit add new item. Now I currently do have a new item in it. So I can go in here now and type out whatever I want the tutorial to say. I can add line breaks. I can add line breaks, and when I reload the script, it'll keep those line breaks for me. Next thing I can do is I can select a voice. So the first one is a male voice, second two are female voices. You can check through them, and I can do a test.
This is the first item in the tutorial.
This is the first item in the tutorial.
Okay, in order for me to actually, what I need to do is make sure that when I'm done typing out my tutorial, I need to make sure I save it. So I'm going to hit Save Tutorial, and boom, I'm good. Okay, once I've had it, if I want to add a new item, I hit Add New Item, and it'll automatically jump me to the end of the tutorial. So right now I can't, let's say if I have item 1 and item 2, and then for whatever reason I want to move item 2 to be item 3 and put a new thing in item 2, I can't do that. I would have to open up the text document and do that manually. Not that hard, but just keep that in mind. I'll do okay, save tutorial. I'm going to go ahead and close that and run it again. It automatically, I can select through these, load that tutorial, and now I can play. So the playback options is, I have this, obviously this test voice.
This is the first item in the tutorial.
I can jump through using these to select the different items.
This is item 2.
I can
the
go
voice
to
is
item
set
1.
To 3.
When I'm recording, the way I would want to do it is by using my cycle through tutorial. So as soon as I hit this button or hit the hotkey associated with it, what's going to end up happening is immediately this is going to jump to the next item. The current item that's displayed here, it's going to jump to the next item. The voice that's playing, it's going to jump to the next item. So if for whatever reason I want to see what's actually being said right this moment, because I mean I could have lots and lots of lines of text, I can use that gets popped up in here. So I can't see what voice it is, I can't see what item number it is, but I can at least see what's being said currently, because the timing could be important. Alright, so I hit number pad 1.
This is the first item in the tutorial.
Right, so automatically this jumped to the next item, but if I needed to see what was currently being said, that's here.
This is item 2. The voice is set to 3.
I don't know why that's set to... That should have been 3. Here, let me go back. It should have been... I don't know what's going on with the voice.
This is the first item in the tutorial.
Okay, there we go. There we go. It jumped to 3. I was wondering the
This
voice
is item 2.
switch.
The voice is set to 3.
Okay, I think that covers everything. There's not really... I probably didn't even need to do all of that stuff for myself. But anyways, that's how it works. Stuff that I missed out, you can just read through the script. I mean, you wrote it, so you should be able to read it. But that's it. If you want a shortcut, this launches your home page, YouTube page. That's it.